my big break! Ruined! Maybe I'll get another chance someday. Or maybe I won't. Life is fickle like that. My imposter syndrome is acting up. If only Sawyer were here to give me a hug. What about you? Are you much of a hugger? Maybe I'll take a break from art for a while. Try something totally different. Farming, perhaps? I already have the overalls. Don't mind me. I'm just ruminating. You see, I refuse to live an unexamined life. And after what just happened, there's a lot to think about. My imposter syndrome is... Maybe I'll take... Don't mind me. Don't mind. Beauty is pain. But is pain beautiful? Perhaps the less artist I am, the more art I become. Am I sounding pretentious? Sorry. It's a coping mechanism. What is art, anyway? How do you define it? Can anyone define it? Should they? It's not easy being uncertain all the time. That's for sure. Or... is it? I'm feeling... blue. It's okay though. Ultramarine is the most expensive of all pigments. So, in a way, my sorrow has value. You know something? I'm glad my painting got destroyed. That one tragic event saved me from becoming a sellout. I may spend the rest of my life languishing in obscurity, but at least I've got my integrity. You can pay the heating bill with integrity, right? Art. Who needs it? There's more to life than just that one thing you've always been incredibly passionate about that's informed your entire identity to the point that you don't know how to function without it. Right? You know something? Intention is what matters. You didn't intend to wreck my painting, so of course I don't blame you. I hope you don't blame yourself either. You know something? My intention is what... My favorite color is all of them. But these days, I only feel like painting in grayscale. You know something? My favorite... You know... Art. Intention is what matters. You didn't intend to wreck my painting. How... interesting. Perhaps I can use it in one of my found object sculptures? As long as I can remember. People have always complimented me on my talent. After a while, I started to wonder. Is that the only thing about me that has any value? And does talent even have value if you cannot support yourself on it? Anyway, shall we grab a bite to eat? I'm starving. I've been feeling fairly uninspired since the incident. It's nice to be able to talk about it though. So, thanks for hanging around while I mope. Art. Who needs it? There's more to life. I rarely finish anything. New ideas pour in, and I can't help but chase them, regardless of what I'm leaving behind. That makes me a flake, doesn't it? Flaky lake? Ew, that sounds gross. My favorite color... You know something? Tell me more about your hobbies. I understand you have quite a lot of them, on top of several jobs. Are you a time traveler, or do you just bore easily? You know sometimes I know who I am, and sometimes I don't. I am a perpetual work in progress. My favorite. At this rate. Did Sawyer tell you about my secret ticklish spot? No fair. Why do you enjoy spending time with me? It's a question I ask all my friends and colleagues. It's my way of trying to understand something. Not about them, but about myself. I'd better get out of this funk soon, or they'll revoke my artistic license. I wish I had even a little of Sawyer's confidence. She's so carefree. She radiates happiness. Plus, she's tall like a marble statue. Sometimes I don't know if I want to be her or be with her. What is style, anyway? Is it not merely a set of characteristics, repeated in every piece? Each piece becoming little more than a facsimile of the one before? As the artist bows to the pressure of personal tradition? Maybe I need a brain break. Does every cloud have a silver lining? Or only the clouds that block out the sun? If I'm not creating something beautiful, does the darkness win? Sometimes I know who I am, and sometimes I don't. I am a Tell me more about... I rarely finish... What is style, anyway? Is it not merely a set of characteristics, repeated in every piece? Each piece becoming little more than a facsimile of the one before? As the artist bows to the pressure of personal tradition? Maybe I need a brain break. Sometimes I know who I am. Sometimes I... No! I'm ridiculously... ticklish! Why are you being so nice to me? I definitely don't deserve this. Well, anyway, thank you. I reserve the right to use anything you say or do as inspiration for future creative projects. It's a compliment. You're a very interesting person, and I'm grateful to have you as a friend. Good news. I've been working on a new art piece. It's called Cow Describing a Suitcase, and it's made of ink and chewing gum. I'm teaching a painting class at the animal shelter later, to help raise funds. Would you come? I need someone to snap me out of it when I inevitably decide I must adopt every single one of those sweet, homeless animals. I collect ephemera, ticket stubs, postcards, people's shopping lists, bits of string, lonely buttons. You get the picture. It's not for any artistic reason. I just find that stuff fascinating. I'm teaching a painting class. Watching paint dry really isn't that bad of a pastime. It gives you time to breathe, to reflect, and to think of great comebacks you'd wish you'd thought of during arguments you had in the past. I collect... Yesterday, I ran out of clean brushes, so I used my braid. I spent 3 hours washing the paint out of my hair afterwards, and I just kept thinking, is this what it means to suffer for your art? Watching paint... Yesterday, I ran out of clean... Careful! I was using glitter earlier. Once it's on you, it never goes away. Did Sawyer tell you about my secret ticklish spot? No fair! I was going to ask you to take a selfie with me earlier, but you weren't around. So I drew this picture of us instead. Full disclosure, I spent way too long stalking your social media for reference photos. You're really cute. Did you know that? To draw with a broken pencil is pointless. Let's go thrift shopping. I've got the urge to upcycle something. Yesterday I accidentally dipped my paintbrush in my coffee and took a sip from my dirty paint water cup. Hashtag artist problems. Yesterday I'm teaching the sculpture is already complete within the marble block. Michelangelo. Do you suppose it's like that for humans? Who am I? And who am I becoming? Do I create myself? Or do I find myself by chipping away at everything I'm not? I accidentally watching paint dry really isn't that bad of a pastime. It gives you what a beautiful starry night that was. Tomorrow, I'll send you a thank you gift. Would you prefer something traditional like 3 sunflowers in a vase? Or something more theatrical like a plaster cast of my ear? Sawyer's right. You're incredible. You're so sweet, funny, charming, good-looking, inspiring. I'm starting to feel like I might have to fight her for you. Or learn to share. It's my friend Cedar's birthday this week, so I thought I'd decorate some cupcakes to bring over. I can't believe it's already been 7 years since I planted her. What? There's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend, is there? That color looks great on you. It suits your undertones and really brings out your eyes. Good choice. I'm going to tell you a secret. Sometimes I take fan art commissions of a certain risque nature. You know, rhymes with corn. It's very lucrative. You must take this knowledge to your grave. You, me, and Sawyer need to hang out sometime. Play Truth or Dare. We love that game. And it'd be extra fun to play with our favorite person. Would you like to Vincent Van Gogh out with me? That's not actually how you pronounce his name. I was just trying to be cute. I love the rain. I love the way it morphs the world into something like an impressionist painting. On rainy days, I sit by the window, watching, and it soothes my soul. Would you like to... That color... You, me... I'm going to tell you a secret. Sometime, you, me, and... No! I'm ridiculously... We humans are but grains of sand, packed together by the hands of circumstance. I sculpted the layers of this clubhouse sandwich to reflect the complexity of our collective truth. Either that, or I'm just really hungry. I made something for you. A bouquet of paper flowers. But on my way here, so many people stopped me to admire them that I ended up giving them all away. I figured it's what you would have done, so thanks again for the inspiration. We spread a lot of joy today. Sorry, did you say something? I was distracted by your aura. I've been trying to mix a shade of chartreuse like that for weeks now. Would you like to... Have you heard of the Michelangelo effect? It's a theory in psychology about how couples sculpt each other into their perfect selves over time. I think it's so romantic. Would you like to can I have a hug? You give the best hugs. I can feel my stress melting away like a wax crayon under a hairdryer. I'm going to tell you. Have you heard? You, me, can I have a hug? Would you like? I'm going. You, me, would you? I've been painting self-portraits lately. I think I'm trying to capture whatever it is you see in me. Look at this one. I painted 5 of myself draped across the North American landscape. And I call it the Great Lakes. Those views were incredible. Next time, I'm going to bring my portable easel and do some plein air painting. I assume there will be a next time, yes? I can't think straight when you do that. I can't think straight most of the time, but still. What are we? No, don't answer that. Labels can be useful, but also limiting. Unless... Sorry, I seem to be overthinking again. Whatever we are or aren't, the really important thing is that we're happy. I've been drawing all day, and now I've got a hand cramp. Do you think you could massage it out for me? I've been painting, so can I have a... I've been paint... Have you heard? Mona Lisa's smile has nothing on yours. I'd like to sit on a cafe terrace at night with you and talk about the distinction between art and not art, followed by a passionate makeout session. Oh, are you in? Can I have a hug? I'd like to sit on a cafe. Have you heard? I'd like to sit... Can I have... Mona... I've been painting... I can't think straight when you do that. I can't think straight most of the time, but still. Finally, I found someone who appreciates art house films as much as I do. Or at least tolerates them for my sake. Thank you. I had a lot of fun. I'm entering my marshmallow period. This is the time in my life when I'll paint nothing but portraits of you. One day, scholars and art historians will study our love through my brushstrokes. Oh, I'm crying. I haven't laughed this hard in a really long time. I'm so sleepy. I stayed up all night finishing my latest piece. I want to curl up next to you and close my eyes and just drift off. With my head on your shoulder, I feel safe. The way you look at me, the way you touch me, you make me feel like a priceless work of art. I'm so sleepy. Some days you just want to lay on the floor with a coloring book and some crayons. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In my opinion, the human body is art. And yours is a genuine masterpiece. How lucky am I that, while combing the beach of life or sea glass and pretty shells, I found a treasure like you. Spend the day in the studio with me. You can sit and watch me sculpt you. Watch my hands slide over your body, caressing you. And maybe you can do the same to me. How lucky am I that, while combing the beach of life or sea glass and pretty shells, I found a treasure like you. I used to think the sky was the most beautiful work of art to ever exist. Then I looked at you. You should spend the night at my place. I have a waterbed. You'll feel like you're drifting off to sleep on a lake. Next to a lake. My parents never wanted me to be shallow. That's why they named me Lake and not River. Because still waters run deep. You're so sure of yourself. I bet you do your crossword puzzles with a pen. Oh, that would be very attractive. I wish I could inhabit you, see the world through your eyes, understand you on as deep a level as I understand myself. Not that I understand myself. Do you think it's human nature to be confused? You have the best ideas. I really mean that. I'm madly in love with your brain. Also your face. And your body. Oh, you're the whole package. If you were in charge of picking the 8th wonder of the world, what would you choose? I think I choose you. Only then everyone would want to come see you. And I wouldn't have as much time alone with you. There's a new installation at the art gallery this month. I heard the artist is some sort of prince. And his paintings are all of giraffes in formal wear. We have to go see it. I need this more than air. You should spend the night at my place. I wish I could paint with me. It'll be a beautiful bonding experience. The work we create together will embody the deepest and truest philosophies of our relationship. And afterwards, we can wash off in the shower together. I'm starting a candid photography project. Pay no attention to the camera. Just go about your business. Maybe work your angles a little. Tilt your butt this way. Paint with me. You have the best ideas. I really mean that. I'm madly in love with your brain. Also your face. And your body. Oh, you're the whole package.